Good evening and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Marut Sharma, your logical reasoning expert, and we are here today to start this wonderful new journey of our preparation competitive. A lot of you are here to, you're aspiring to become, let's say, an officer, some clearing some examination and reaching that position on the top, but you don't know where to start. Well, here are the right. Now, as far as the logical reasoning section is concerned, I am starting here with this topic today, inequalities. And in today's topic, the main agenda will be for me to explain to you the complete detail from ground zero about this topic. Now, a lot of you will have, this question in mind that we usually start with analogy, classification, logical reasoning usually starts with that. Why inequalities? Inequalities is picking up as one of the most important topics in the recent history of logical reasoning. If I talk about 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years ago, inequalities was not even being asked on that frequency. But now, not only the frequency is increasing, but also the difficulty level is changing slightly. And if I talk about banking examinations, I'm just drawing a parallel. If I talk about banking examinations, this is one of the very important topics there with varying difficulty levels, and we are gradually, expecting those difficulty levels to crawl up into our other one-day examinations we are preparing for. Okay, so we need to be thorough with the concept. Everything will be covered in today's session, and we'll also be slightly looking at examples and maybe practicing a few questions. That's the whole idea. Okay, so let's start. But okay, any doubt, any problem you have, you can put it in the chat box. Okay, I'll constantly keep on viewing that. So if there is any issue, I will address it there and then. Please be with me, listen to me carefully, watch this session, this video till the end, because you will see a lot of different variations which you might not even be knowing about. Okay. So let's start. When I talk about inequalities, the first thing which you need to understand is the etymology. What is equality? Equality means anything which consists or which depicts equalness, that is, two quantities are equal. Now, if I talk about mathematics, equality depicts two things being equal. It is like an equation. Use the equal to sign, we have an LHS, we have an RHS, it is balanced, right? And that is how we solve the questions. Now, the moment I put the prefix in here, inequality becomes not equal. Something which is not equal. Okay. Good evening, Ankita Bacha. Inequality means something which is not equal. Now, in mathematics, you might have seen questions, you might have seen the application of inequalities, linear inequations. Okay, questions like let's say in the mod there is x minus 4 in the mod greater than equal to 24. Now solve for x. Simple questions like these you might have come across. Okay, but in reasoning, it is not. That is not the exact way how they ask the question. In logical reasoning, inequalities focuses on two things not being equal. Okay, I agree. But the approach is different. We use it for comparison. We use it for order. For example, I'll tell you that there are, let's say, a few students. A is taller than B but shorter than C. C is equal to D. D is taller than E. Okay, E is not the shortest but is taller than B and shorter than A. Now tell me who is the shortest. Okay, so technically we can arrange it normally also, or we can use these units in between, greater than, less than, and then arrange and get our answers accordingly. Okay, so the idea in inequalities is that when I'm saying things are not equal to each, okay, two quantities are not equal to each. So what will I say? They will either be greater or will be smaller. Agreed? They will either be greater or will be smaller. Good evening, Jitendra. Good evening, Saranya. Good evening, Taramit. Gangoni, good evening, bacha. Hashir, okay. I'll just give you a thing. I'll just tell you. I've just started. There's no recap whatsoever. I've only told you that in this topic, inequalities, what are we going to do? I've just explained to you what is inequality. Inequality means something which is not equal. That's all. You have not missed anything. Okay. Now, if I come back to this position, I'm trying to tell you that when I'm talking about inequality, I'm saying things which are not equal. And if things which are not equal, then they will either be greater or will be less. That's the only thing we know of. What we'll do is we'll divide these symbols. The most basic thing of inequalities here, that we utilize symbols in between elements. A, B, C, these things are elements. A is greater than B, B is less than C. They are all elements. So we will use symbols between them. Okay. What are the symbols which we use? We can use the greater than sign, the less than sign. Okay. We can also use the equal to sign. We also use the not equal to sign, but I would say, refrain from that at this stage, because questions based on not equal to are not asked as much as the others. Not equal to is only given to deviate your mind while you're solving a question, just to scare you off, but otherwise it does not mean anything, because not equal to simply implies either greater or smaller. That's it, right? But these are not the only three signs which are used. Also use something like this or. Now what are these? I'll just clarify that quickly. So when I say 5 and 7, I am asking you, please tell me which one of them is the greater number. Immediately tell me that, sir, 7 is the greater number. That means I'm very sure of this. So I've just put it here. But on the other hand, I'm telling you there is x and y. I know two things. Either x is greater than y or they are equal. But I don't know what is the exact value. Or maybe let's say 9. So I'm telling you either x is 9 or greater. So the minimum value of x is 9. Minimum value of x is 9. It can be either 9 or anything above 9. It is not below 9. So how will you represent this? You will say it is either greater or equal. So this sign is read as greater than equal to. That does not mean it is both greater and equal. It is either greater or equal. Remember this. It is either greater or equal. So what do we learn from this point here? We understand one fact, that symbols are divided into two major entities. Okay. The first entity talks of a definite scenario where I am sure exactly what is the relationship. So I will call it a definite symbol. I will call it a definite. What are the examples? Only two examples. Only two symbols you'll put here. Greater than and less than. That's it. Equal to is also a part of definite symbol only, but you will never put it here because that will confuse you. So there is a reason I am defining it like this. Okay. Keep this with you till the end of the session, because what I am going to teach you after this will become the base for it. Right? So definite symbol, which implies that signs which we are definitely sure of, relations which we are definitely sure of. The other one is indefinite. Indefinite means we are not 100% sure of these symbols. For example, x is greater than equal to 9. I am not sure whether it is greater or smaller or equal. It can be either of them. But remember, under indefinite we have greater than equal to and less than equal to. That's all. We will not have greater than less than combined together. We can only combine greater than with equal to or less than with equal to. Now one question. Now see, this is a foundation course, so I'll have to address everything for everybody. I know some of you might be masters already, but there are some students who are beginners who don't know things or who have forgotten things. It's a very common question which comes into your head, that you are constantly telling me greater than, less than. But how do I know why is this greater and this less and not vice versa? Which one is greater, which one is less? So I'll tell you two things here. Remember, supposedly I am writing this only, 5 and 7. I am asking you which one is greater. So you will tell me, sir, 7 is greater. That means 5 is smaller. 7 is greater. That means 5 is smaller. Do you think this is the greater than sign? Well, let me write it in this order. Now what? Now this will become the greater. So it's not the direction of the sign that is important. It's where it opens. Okay. One side is a concave side. The concave side, you don't need all this, but I'm just telling you. And this is the convex side. Okay. So wherever the concave side points is the greater value, and wherever the convex side points is the smaller value. Okay. So the direction means the placement matters. This is also the same. This is also the same. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because a lot of times the question will give me a conclusion A is greater than B, which is a correct answer. But the question which is asking me B is less than A. I will read and I will think that these are two different statements. They are not. They are both the same. We can change the directions anytime. But be careful, then you will have to change the direction or the alignment of your sign as well. That's all. Okay. This is the basic of inequality. Extreme basic. Zero. We're starting from zero now. Right? Now, whatever I spoke to you about, everything is mentioned here. Everything. In good, beautiful English, Hindi. I mean Hindi. If you require Hindi, it's there. If English is definitely there. And everything has been listed in complete detail, textbook language. So this is what I have taught you in my beautiful handwriting, and this is what is there for you to refer to. So I'll share all these notes with you, don't worry. By the end of the day, you'll get this. So you can refer and you can understand. But if you're making the notes simultaneously, that's even better. Nothing better than that. Okay. So this is also what we have already done here. These are the type of symbols which I used. I have categorized them into definite and indefinite. Remember, here I have added equal to and not equal to also. But in your case, you will not do that. For remembrance, as of now, you will only understand definite symbols to be greater and less, indefinite to be greater than equal to, less than equal. That's it. Cool. So far, so good. Now we'll proceed further. Okay, let me take some doubts now. B. Srivastav, Srivatsa, sorry. Good evening, Srivatsa. Pavan Satyakumar, good evening, Bacha. Exactly, Ankita, correct. Okay, we'll move further. Now, exactly 5 rules from now, you will understand inequality completely. Just 5 rules. That's all inequality is all about. Okay. So, rule number 1. What is inequality? Firstly, I mean, how will it be asked? So, in the examination, they will give you an expression. Okay. In the examination, they will give you an expression. What is an expression? Just a combination of elements and symbols. Something like this. A is greater than B, is greater than C, is greater than equal to D, equal to E, is less than equal to something of this sort. This is an expression. So, in the examination, you will get an expression in front of you. And this will be the statement basically. And then they will ask you questions from this expression. The questions will be about various random units. Like, for example, this is the whole relation. I want to know the relation between C and E. Can you find that out? Or I want the relation between B and E. Can you find that out? Or A and F. Can you find that out? So that is what you need to find out basically. And that is where these rules are going to help us. So rule number 1, be with me. Rule number 1, we will always take three elements or symbols at a time. What does this mean? This implies that whenever I will decode, I will start reading or solving this initially. Okay, a lot of you still decode this with random knowledge only. Okay, if A is greater than B and B is greater than C, A is definitely greater than C. But if A is greater than C and C is greater than equal to D, now what do I use? I don't know. Majority of you will write A is greater than equal to D, and that is where you're making the biggest mistake. So don't just rely on your knowledge here. You will have to learn some tricks. Okay, some tricks of the trade you will require. So first thing is always initially when you're starting the practice, proceed 3 elements at a time. What are the elements? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These are 3 elements. Okay. Or 2 symbols. 1, 2. 2 symbols. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. One and the same thing only. 3 elements will consist of 2 symbols. Okay. Supposedly, I want to travel from A to F. So I will first find out the relationship ABC. So I'll find out A and C. Then I'll say ACD. I'll find out between A and D. Then ADE, I'll find out between A and E. And in the end, I will have AEF. So I'll find out between A and. That's how I need to proceed initially. Gradually, you will understand and you will become very fast at it. Okay. First rule. Rule number 2. This is where actually you're going to learn to solve it. Rule number 2 is going to say if there are same sign. If same sign is being repeated, you will just repeat that sign. What does this imply? For example, I need to find the relationship between A and C. Here, I am saying A is greater than B. Please tell me the relationship between A and C. So for relationship between A and C, I am seeing the same sign is repeating. So I will finally say A. The same sign will be carried forward. Okay, remember we are always checking between two symbols, two signs, three elements, two symbols. So out of these two symbols, if both of them are same, then the same sign will carry forward. No problem, no issue. Rule number 3. I'll just give you examples here simultaneously. So this is the first rule. We break the expression in two signs or three elements. Done. And if there is same sign between multiple elements, then the resultant conclusion will have the same sign. For example, A greater than B greater than C. So for A and C, I will repeat the greater sign here. Two rules done. Rule number 3 now. Rule number 3, what does that say? I am comparing set of two signs. Okay. So if I have any sign with equal to, then what will I do? Any sign greater than with equal to, less than with equal to, greater than equal to with equal to, less than equal to with equal to, then what will I do? I will simply drop the equal to. Equal to will always be dropped. No matter what comes in front of it, equal to will always be dropped. How do we understand this? Okay, let's take an example. So let's pick up this unit here. Safe? Okay, so I will say C is greater than equal to D is equal to E. I need to find the relationship between C and E. How will I do it? So I will say anything with equal to, I will drop the equal to. What will I be left with? I will say C is greater than equal to E. Whatever is left will be carried forward. If I am dropping the equal to, whatever is left I will be carrying forward. So C is greater than equal to. Understood? That is what this rule says here. That if I have three elements here with an equal to sign, I will always drop the equal to and carry forward this sign in forward. So A is greater than. Cool. Now, for the first leg of this understanding, this is the final rule. I know I have told you I will share 5 rules with you, and I will share 5 rules with you today. But for the first leg of this session, you will have to understand 4 first. And you will have to be thorough with these 4 first. Only then will I introduce the 5th one to you, because the 5th one is the final boss. Okay. So you are in a tournament right now and you are just eliminating enemies one by one, opponents one by one. But 5th rule is the final boss. Okay. So we'll go to that later. Now, rule number 4, what does that say? Now you will understand the reason why I started the lecture in a certain way. Why did I explain the concept of definite and indefinite symbols to you? Because whenever there will be a combination of a definite and an indefinite symbol, a definite and an indefinite symbol, then what do? You will always drop the indefinite. Always drop the indefinite. So we know, I'll repeat it here. Definite means greater than, less than. Indefinite means greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. Okay. So between definite and indefinite, we'll always drop the indefinite. Let's pick this one up. Let's say from A to D we'll go now. Okay. A is greater than B is greater than C is greater than equal to D. I need to relate from A to D. So first I will solve these 3. So I know that A is greater than C now and greater than equal to D as it is. And now in these 3, I will drop the indefinite. Okay, so what am I left with? A is greater than my final. Clear? Understood? So how is A related to D? I will say A is greater than. The equal to will be dropped. The insurity is dropped. Unsurety, sorry. Cool? Got it? 4 rules. Everybody with me, whoever is watching this session. Yes or no? Just give me a yes or no. 4 rules are done and clear. Okay. So these are the 4 rules. I have already explained everything to you. We'll just take this example also. A less than equal to B less than C. So we'll drop the less than equal to. We'll take this forward. So A is less than C. Perfect. Excellent. Good job. Now what we'll do is we will have a short practice. Short breather practice. We will practice these 4 rules completely so that it's here now. Okay. So everything is in Hindi also. In case if there is somebody who needs it in Hindi, I have written everything here. You can take it from here. So now for the next few minutes, you're going to be very attentive here and you're going to, each one of you, those who are watching this session, everybody is going to solve these questions and you are going to put correct answers in the chat box. Okay, I'm expecting correct answers in the chat box. Everything is related to those 4 rules only, strictly those 4 rules. You have to relate from A to C. Okay, and supposedly you can't type. Let's say some of you are watching on the mobile phone. I know greater than equal to sign is there, but if you're watching on the laptop, you know, typing the greater than equal to sign is difficult. So for the first one, if I'm saying that the same sign is repeating, you can write it like this also. A is greater than equal to C. I will consider that also in your chat box. Okay, so I want correct answers for all of them. Relation between the first and the third element in all the cases. Just put the number there, that number 1, this is the answer, number 2, this is the answer, number 3, this is the answer, so on and so forth. Solve till 11. Let me see who does it first. So can we say that in 4 also we are dropping the equal to? Ankita, yeah. If you want to take it that way, yes. But then that will create a confusion when you will come across a greater than equal to and an equal to. Okay. If this comes up, then there will be a problem. Okay. Here also you will drop the equal to. Equal to will always be dropped. But the fourth one implied that if I had something of this sort, okay, then I will drop the indefinite one. Cool. And somebody's asked me to repeat the first rule. Beta, the first rule was only simply that you will take 3 elements at a time. Okay, if you have a long list of, let's say, elements, you need to go from the first to the 12th element. You will go 3 elements at a time. That's what I had said in the first rule. Okay, very good, excellent. I'm getting the answers already. Great job, everybody. Fire, very good. Wow, highly impressed. Okay, be with me now. Okay, keep watching. Simultaneously, I am also solving for you. So, greater than and equal to. Greater than equal to, I'll drop the equal to. I'll have A is greater than C. Okay. Less than equal to. I will drop the indefinite. A is less than C. Same sign. So, A is greater than C. Equal to, I will drop. A is less than C. Definite, indefinite. Indefinite, I will drop. A is greater than C. Equal to, I will drop. A is less than equal to C. Equal to, I will drop. A is greater than equal to C. Indefinite, I will drop. A is greater than C. Same sign, A is less than equal to C. Same sign, A is less than. All done? All set? After doing this little exercise, everybody in this session, I guarantee you will now remember those 4 rules. It's not going to go out of your hand. Of course, you'll have to revise after this session ends. But right now, till the end of the session, this is going to stay with you. I think it's like a warm-up. Now everybody knows what are those 4 rules and you're going to remember. Right? 80% of inequalities is done already. You already know how to solve the regular easy questions which SSC, RRB, all these exams ask. Regular questions. But it's not fun in learning the regular questions, right? It's where the twist comes. So that is the 5th rule. Now for that, I need your undivided attention with me for the next few minutes. Okay? Just don't get distracted. Don't leave the screen. Don't go anywhere here or there. Don't get distracted by the doorbell, by the notification, nothing. Just stay focused on your screen right now. Ears here. Okay? These are the answers. Do I have written it already? So the next thing is on what? I'm going to teach you on what basis have I derived the 5th rule for you. Okay? So far, some of you might have thought about it, some of you might not have. So let me make that clear for you. That if we read the expression, so far we only spoke about unidirectional signs. Everything was in one direction only, A to B, A to C, A to D, right? Either it was in one direction or it was an equal to. But what if, now you tell me, what is the relationship between A? What is the relationship between A and? Some of you will try it, of course. We'll think like the order question only. A is greater than B, so A can be above B. B is greater than C. Sorry, B is less than C. C can be above B. But between A and C, I don't know who is greater, who is small. So technically, I am not able to determine the exact relationship between them by this set of information. The block. This is a block. And this is the base. This is not the fifth rule. This is the base for the fifth rule. What is the base? That if ever you come across two signs which are not unidirectional, which are in different directions, opposite directions. For example, they are both like this or they are both like this. And it need not be in this combination only. It can be in any combination. For example, like this, I can have this as greater than equal to, or I can have this as greater than equal to, or I can have both of them as equal to, or symbol. Or if I have this as equal to this one, or both. Any which ways, any combination whatsoever. But they are in the opposite direction. Can you see? This is facing the west, this is facing the east. Now this one is facing the east, this one is facing the west. They both should face in opposite directions. In normal languages, a lot of teachers say that if they have two open gates or two closed gates, okay, then in that case you will say the relation cannot be determined. If I am saying the same case, if I say between A and F, so what will I do? I will say from A to B to C, I know A is greater than C, correct? A is greater than C, greater than equal to, less than equal to F. Now from here to here I'll solve, I'll drop this one. A is greater than D, equal to E, then equal to F. From here to here I'll drop the equal to, so I'll say A is greater than E, less than equal to F. And the moment I come from here to here, I will say relationship cannot be determined. Between A and F, there is no relation which can be established. There is a relation, of course, but I don't know of it. Cool? Everybody with me here? Okay? So if there are signs in opposite directions between two elements, then between three elements, then those two elements, there is no relationship which can be determined. We don't know of the relation. Right? So, if I have a statement for you, let's say in the same case only, I tell you that A greater than B, greater than C, greater than equal to E, less than equal to F. This is my statement. This is how the question is going to look like. Okay. And I'm giving you conclusion. Conclusion number 1, A is greater than F. Number 2, A is less than equal to. Okay. And I'm giving you options. Option A, I will say only one follows. Option B, only two follows. Option C, I am saying neither follows. Neither one or two follows. Option D, I am saying both follow. Now quickly tell me what is going to be the answer here. So this is exactly how the questions are asked in your examination. Statement will be given, conclusions will be given. You have to check which one is true, which one is not true. No problem, no problem. It's perfectly fine. Question 8, we have both indefinite and equal to. Cosic, if that is the case, we will always drop equal to beta. Okay, we will always drop equal to in that case. That's why I told you in the beginning only, when I am saying definite, don't go with what was mentioned in the print. Go with what I am writing. Definite means greater and less. Indefinite means greater than equal to, less than equal to. Equal to, not equal to is totally different. So for equal to, there is a different rule. Equal to will always be dropped, no matter what is coming with it. But in greater and greater than equal to will be dropped. The indefinite one will be dropped. Okay. Now, what will we do? How will we proceed? So I am saying I need a relationship between A and F. So I will travel 3 at a time. I will say A greater than C greater than equal to D equal to E less than equal to F. Okay, we have done it already though. From here to here again we'll drop this. A greater than D equal to E less than equal to F. Initially when you're practicing, please do this. Then you will be so sure and so confident that you will do everything verbally only. I will show that also to you by the end of the session. Next one here is you'll drop the equal to, so you'll say A is greater than E less than equal to F, and here the bottleneck. We are trapped here. So there is no relation between A and F. So can I say A is greater than F? No. Because relationship cannot be determined. Can I say A is less than equal to F? No. So my answer is neither 1 nor 2 follows. No problem whatsoever. Which brings me to the fifth. Rule. Suddenly, I see a change in option. I have another additional option here. Option number E. Do I see this? Yeah, you can. Option number E says either 1 or 2. So what? How does it make a difference? I mean, they are not following, so I will write neither only. No, neither is still there in the options. But now either is also there. If in the same setup, I mark option C as the right answer, it will be marked as in. I will lose my score. Okay, so now here is where the fifth rule comes into picture. The fifth rule talks about either or. Either or situation implies or is used for statements or conclusions where if two things are incorrect, both are incorrect, neither this is right nor this is right individually, but if I club them together, one of them may be right. I don't know who, but still, if I club them together, one of them may be right. Okay, that is what either or implies. Either or is always a comparison between two entities only. So if I have 3, 4, 5 conclusions here, no problem. I will only consider two conclusions which they are talking about, either 1 or 2. So only 1 or 2 has to be checked for. Okay. Whenever you come across an either or in the options, you will have to follow a 3-step condition test. 3-step condition test. Condition number 1, I am writing it here. Either or condition. And remember, if all these 3 conditions satisfy, only then will you choose either or. Otherwise, neither will be the correct answer. Okay. You're going to learn a lot of new things here. So be with me again. Condition number 1. Both conclusions be individual. Both conclusions should be incorrect individually. Is it right? Yes, that's right. Even if one of them was found to be correct, then either or is never going to work. For either or to work, both of them should be incorrect individually. Only then will you club them together and say that one of them can be right if I take both of them together. Okay, condition number is satisfied? Yes. When 1 is satisfied, you go to 2. Okay. Combination or combo of 3 signs, all 3 signs in 2 conclusions. Now, what does this imply? What are these all 3 signs and 2 conclusions? 2 conclusions we know, but what are all 3 signs? So now, understand. If I am saying I don't know whether what relationship exists between A and F. Okay, I am saying the relationship cannot be determined. So what are the possibilities? If there are 2 entities A and F given to me, and they are telling me that we don't know what is the relationship between A and F. There is some relation, but we don't know what is the relationship. So you tell me what are the possibilities? Either A is going to be greater than F, or A is going to be less than F. Agreed? Anything else? Can I say anything else? Can I say anything else? Either A is greater than F or A is less than F. Can I say anything else? Is there any other possibility between the two? Excellent, Vardhan. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good job. Good job. Good, good, good. Very good. Ramanna, Jitendra, Taranya. Excellent, bacha. Good job, guys. So the third category is also equal to. So I can say either A is greater than F, or A is less than F, or A is equal to F. Correct? These are the three possibilities. That's it. Nothing else apart from this. A lot of people will say, why not greater than equal to? Guys, that is not a definite conclusion. That is not a definite case. Either it is going to be greater, or it is going to be smaller, or it is going to be equal. Greater than equal to also is a conclusion from here only. That means one is definitely not smaller. It is either greater or equal to. Are you getting it? So out of definite, we will have only three possibilities. Either greater or smaller or equal to. Correct? Now that combo of these three signs, greater, smaller or equal to, should be present in two conclusions. Now you tell me, how can two conclusions have three signs? They cannot merge all three of them, no? There is not a new sign which is going to say greater, less, equal to, or less, greater, equal to. That's not possible. So either of them will get clubbed and the third one will be used as it is. So it will, here it is greater than and less than equal to. So what are the possibilities here? Possibilities can be greater than or less than equal to, or greater than equal to or less than. One and the same thing only. So these are the possibilities. So combination of all three signs, in two conclusions. Can I see the second condition? Yes. Can I see the second condition? Yes. Then we'll move on to the third condition. The third condition says that they should be talking about the same element. So am I talking about the same elements? A, F, A, F? Yes. So if this is satisfied, I will say that either one or two follows. Simple, easy. Let me bring in a slight change here. Okay. Same elements only, but I am writing it like this. Okay. Now tell me, can I apply either or? Can I apply either or? Everything is satisfied? No. Both conclusions are individually incorrect? Yes. Combo of all the three signs greater than, less than, equal to? Yes. Same elements AF, AF? Yes. So either or is right. But again, you are losing your score. Why? Because same elements and unidirectional. Unidirectional. Now what is this? What is this new thing? Unidirectional means they should be in the same direction. If I'm talking from A to F, then this one also has to be from A to F. Why? Only then will the signs matter. No. Here, what am I trying to say? I am saying that F is less than A and F is less than equal to A. This is not the combination of these three signs. So what will I say? I will rewrite this as A is less than equal to F. This should have been my answer. So A is greater than F, A is less than equal to F. Only then is it valid. Both should be unidirectional. Yes, but if it was written as F is greater than equal to A, then I can just flip it. Okay, either this or this. F is greater than equal to A, because they are one and the same things. But this one was incorrect. Got it? Clear? So they need to be same elements and unidirectional. Okay, fine. What about this? What about this? Can I still say either or condition is holding true? Let's check the conditions again. Both of them are individually incorrect. A greater than F, A less than equal to G. Okay. Combo of all the three signs, greater than, less than, equal to. Unidirectional. Unidirectional. Okay. A is in the front, no problem. But not the same elements. One is F, one is G. So this is not either or. Again, you are losing your score. Why? Because F and G are equal. F and G are equal. That means they are interchangeable. So they should be same elements or equal elements. What is equal elements? Means they are separated by an equal to sign. That means they can be interchangeably used. Instead of F, I can write G. Instead of G, I can write F. Not a problem at all. Even if I had something A equal to K here and I replace this with K, not a problem. That is still an either or case. And this is where majority of you go wrong, because nobody teaches this to you. Okay? So it's a very common variation they will put into your question to make it more challenging and interesting. Right? Now the third one is also right. So finally we can say that either 1 or 2. Okay? So just a brief revision once again. For either or case, what happens is, if there are elements in two different directions, signs in two different directions between elements, then the relationship between them cannot be determined. So if they cannot be determined, there are three possibilities between them: greater than, less than, or equal to. So I will not say that anything is definite. If that is the case, all conclusions will not follow relating to those two elements. But if I have an either or in the options, then I will have to check for these three conditions. Condition number 1, both should be individually incorrect. Condition number 2, there should be a combo of these three signs between these two conclusions. Condition number 3, they should be same elements, or they should be separated by an equal to, and they should be unidirectional. If everything is right, then either or case will be correct. Otherwise, neither nor will be correct. Sometimes in the options, you will have both of them, neither also and either also. Neither or none, one and the same thing. Okay. So it will become difficult for you to choose. So when you will have to check these conditions whenever you see either in the options. That's it. As plain and simple as that. Got it? Everybody on the same page with me on this? Yeah, I'll take another example with you. Don't worry. Correct, Ankita. Chaitanya, I will explain it with an example now to you, so it will be more clear. Sure. Example, another example, combo of all three signs. Combo of all three signs means, supposedly I am saying A is greater than B, less than C. Okay. Right? This is the statement. And my conclusions are, A is greater than C, A is less than equal to C. Okay. Now what are you going to do? So you're going to say that I cannot find any relation between them. That means A greater than C. No, I can't say. A less than equal to C. No, I can't say. So my answer is none follows. None follows. But if either or was there in the options, what would you have done? So A and C cannot be determined. Relationship cannot be determined. So what are the three possible symbols between A and C? We'll say either greater or smaller or equal. Correct? So there should be, in these two conclusions, there should be a combination of these three signs. Now you tell me, how can I fit three signs in two conclusions? So I'll have to merge any two. Any two I can merge. But with this or this or this or this, I cannot merge these two. Okay. So what all options do I have? Greater than, equal to, and less than, or less than, equal to, and greater than. Correct? That is what is happening here. Can you see? A is greater than C and A is less than, equal to C. So I have greater than, less than, and equal to. All these three signs are present as a combination between these two elements. Chaitanya, clear now? Unidirectional means same directional, beta. PP 736063. Unidirectional means same directional, bacha. Ramanna, clear? Most welcome, bacha. Okay, now I'll give you another interesting example. Okay, so we have statement A greater than B greater than equal to E then equal to F. 1. Three conclusions we have, single statement. Interesting question. Very, very interesting question. I'm not writing the conclusions. I mean the options. We'll have to figure it out ourselves. Okay. So I will check now. Okay. I will check now. Fine. So first relation we need to check between K and F. Between K and F. How do we proceed? We'll proceed 3 at a time. So I will say K equal to A greater than B. So I will drop equal to and I'll say K is greater than C, greater than equal to E, then equal to. Fine. Again I'll say K is greater than C, then equal to E, less than equal to. Again I'll say K is greater than D, equal to E, less than equal to. Again I'll say K is greater than less than equal to F, and dead end. No relationship between K and. Okay, what about G and A? From A and G again I'll start now. Okay, again a lot of people have not realized anything, but still if you have, very good. If not, how a normal student is going to proceed? They're going to say A greater than B greater than C. I'll just replace it. First statement we'll do directly. A greater than C greater than equal to D equal to E less than equal to F equal to 3 at a time. A greater than D equal to E less than equal to F equal to G. Again A is greater than E less than equal to F is equal to G. Now for me to go from A to G, I need to solve this first. And there is a blockage here. So technically, I have no conclusion, no conclusive relationship, or I cannot determine the relationship between A and F. And once I have a blockage here, anything after F also will not be related to A. Anything after F also, there may be 3-4 elements here after this, but they are not going to be related to A. The moment I stop at one more place with A, if I'm stuck, there is no going forward. Okay. So G and A also are not related to each other. Okay, K greater than E. So K greater than E, I think we have already reached here. K greater than E is correct. So what is my answer? My answer is going to be only conclusion 3 follows. Easy question. Easy question. But in the options, I had either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 and conclusion 3 follows. So 3 I found out. 3 is following. But now I have to check between 1 and 2. Either or case. Okay, how will I check it? So I will say, first, rule number 1. Both are incorrect. Followed. Okay. Rule number 2. Combination of 3 signs between 2 elements. You will say 3 signs between 2 elements. Less than and less than equal to. Also the elements are different. You will say does not follow, does not follow. And you will say no either or. See, don't rush like this. You will have to use your brains. Look for all possible variations. If you see, first look at the third condition. The condition said they should be same elements. They are not the same elements. Or they should be equal elements. Equal means, can I replace K with something? I can replace K with A. Can I replace F with something? I can replace F with G. Now this becomes AG and this is also AG. Oh, okay. And they had to be unidirectional. So what I will do is, I will replace their order. So I can write A is less than G, or I can write it here as is greater than A. Same thing. These three are the same things only, right? So now I have made it unidirectional, same elements, okay. And now if I see there is a combination of greater than, less than, equal to, so condition 2 is also satisfied. Did you understand? This is a complexity which banking examinations use in their questions. So far, your other one-day exams have not used this at this level. But I am telling you this is possible. And if you are able to handle this after learning the concept, inequalities is done for you. Okay. So what is my answer? My answer is either 1 or and. Got it? Either of 1 and 2, and the third one is definitely followed. This is how you approach your. Is it clear? Everybody. One final variation and we are done. Excellent, excellent, Saranya, very good. In case if I'm not pronouncing anybody's name right, please let me know, okay? I hate doing that. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Saranya Balusamy. Good job, guys. Very good. Excellent. Very happy looking at this. Okay, cool. So that was the final boss, the fifth rule. This was the fifth rule, either or case. We are done with inequalities, okay? Now there are little gimmicks which the examiners play with us, so to make the questions more and more difficult or different, right? So primarily, majorly, all your one-day exams use this method to present a question of inequalities. This is the statement, these are the conclusions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they can give you n number of conclusions, but a single statement, okay? And they ask you to find the answers. Very simple. Now, a new variation is put forward. The new variation is that there is a single statement in the form of the question, and rather than giving you conclusions like this and options, they will give you conclusions as the options. So these are the three options. You need to find out which one is correct. Only one of them will be right. Or you have to find out which one is incorrect. So only one of them will be incorrect. The other three will be right. That's the other variation. And the third variation is when they introduce multiple statements. They will not give you a single statement. They will give you multiple smaller statements either separated by commas or single entities. Okay. That is the only one variation which you need to know about now. Okay. So another example, last example. Statement. Statement number 1. A is greater than B is greater than. Statement number 2. B is equal to E is equal to F. Statement number 3. F is less than equal to. Okay. Now what they can do is they can also separate these three statements with commas. They will write it as A, B, C, D, comma, D, E, F, comma, F, G. They can do that also. So there are individual three sentences or statements or expressions separated by commas, or they are written like this. I'll tell you what is the rule. Okay. And the conclusions. Conclusion number 1 says, okay. We have three conclusions. We have to check for these three. So how will we proceed here? How will we proceed here? Any doubts you guys have? Sir, how can we write G greater than A? Can we swap places of the elements then? But we learned it should directly be given same. No. We can swap. Ankita. Ideally, it should be same. But if it is not, you have to check whether you can swap or not. If you can swap, not a problem. If I have A greater than B, I can write B less than A, one and the same thing. Okay, that is not an issue. Yeah, Ankita, is that clear? So the idea is, when we have to check the conditions, we check it like that. But then we also change and see that is that possible. If it is possible and it is giving you your answer, well and good. If not possible, then it is stopped there and then. That is why I told you in the very beginning, if I have A greater than B, I can rewrite this as B is less than A. No problem at all. These are the same statements only. I am not swapping anything. It's the same thing. Number one. Number two, I can swap them, not an issue. Because of the equal to sign. Because of the equal to sign. My question is telling me K is equal to A. So they are interchangeable. So instead of A, I can use K. Instead of F, I can use G. Rather than changing this, I could have also changed this. I can write G and A and A and K and G and F also. That is also allowed, not a problem. You will change one of them to confirm your conditions. So basically, your priority has to be that the conditions need to be satisfied. You can make the tweaks and adjustments whenever you want, provided they are allowed. Cool? Exactly, Ankita. Okay, so for that you need to know the rules thoroughly. If you know the rules and the variations, then you can always alter, twist and check. If you find that yes, after doing this step, I can find my conclusions, I mean the conditions to be satisfied, then you can go ahead. If still the conditions are not satisfied, that means that is a neither nor case, not an either or case. Got it? If you're still confused, do let me know, okay? When you'll see the actual questions, you'll feel like, oh, what was this man even doing with us? What all confusions he has created in our heads. The questions are so simple. I'm just giving you extreme variations. So if you are ready for this, this is just a cakewalk for you. Okay. Now, how do we proceed about this? Always remember, in these cases, wherever there will be expressions which are separated by commas, there will be some common element there for you to join them into a single element. So out here, D is common here, F is common here. So what you can do is you can write it as A is greater than B, greater than C is greater than equal to, which is further greater than equal to E, which is equal to F, which is less than equal to. Cool? So this is a single expression now. Now everything is the same. Same. F is less than A. So A and F I have to join now. So A greater than B greater than C. So I will say A is greater than C, greater than equal to D, greater than equal to E, equal to F. Okay. Next I will say A is greater than D, greater than equal to E, F. Next I will say A is greater than E, equal to F. I'll drop the equal to, so I'll say A is greater than. If A is greater than F, can I say F is less than A? Yes. One and the same thing. Okay. Next, A is greater than equal to G. So now F is less than equal to G. Can I say A is greater than equal to G? No. There is no relation between A and. Okay. And C is greater than E. For C and E, we can pick up this one. So we have C greater than equal to D greater than equal to E. Can we conclude that C is greater than equal to E? Yes, C is greater than equal to E. But here it is written C is greater than E. Now, another confusion I have picked up here for students. Common confusions which you guys have. You will think that if C is greater than equal to E, that means C is either greater than E or equal to E. Here they are saying C is greater than E. So yeah, why not? No. I will pick and choose only those conclusions which are 100% sure to be correct. They need to be definite conclusions. So here this implies C is either greater or equal to E. But I don't know which one of them is true. So I cannot definitely claim that C is greater than E. If it is C is greater than equal to E, it has to be C is greater than equal to E. I cannot individually claim them to be true. Understood? So what is the answer? Only one. Got it? Everybody? Okay. Now technically the time is up. Okay. So maybe you might have another class after this. So what I'll do is I'll share this PDF with you. Everything is mentioned here, okay? Everything, yeah, either or case, all here. Everything I've written, everything is in textbook language in print. So whatever I have taught you is there, plus I am giving you 3 extra questions for practice. Okay, these 3 questions you are getting for practice. If you can sit with me for another 5-7 minutes, I can do it here only. Give me a vote, everybody. I can end the session here because I'm sure 7 o'clock, if somebody else has a planned session, I'll have to leave. Okay, but if there is no session where you guys need to go, I can extend this by 5-7 minutes. So we'll cover those 3 questions. That's it. So that everything is done for the day. Tell me, what do you want to go do? You want to continue or end? Okay, continue. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Bacha. Cool, 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 cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'll just continue with these 3 questions and then we'll be done. Another 5-7 minutes. That's it. Okay. So you will tell me the answers, not me. Now these are all previous year questions of examinations, of one day examinations. Okay. I have not labeled them because of my restrictions. I had my own restrictions. You guys might know that already. So they are not labeled, but they are previous year questions of examinations. You need to study and solve them. They are these will seem very easy to you now. Okay. These are the kind of questions which are being asked in the examination. Yes. Okay, very good. I have got an answer already. DP736063. My God. Pick up username, guys, so that I can at least read your names and feel that there are humans in my class, right? Ankita. Okay, good job. Very good. Gangoni. Taranya. Excellent. Good job. Ramanna. Srivatsa. Pavan Satya. Excellent. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm going towards the board now. Very good. So now is asking us a relationship between R and T. So we check for R and T. Now, please be with me here and learn how to actually solve it in the exam. You can't keep on writing it one by one. So when you're practicing at your end, keep writing it 3 at a time so that you get, the rules are there. They're settled here. Once you are thorough with all the rules, there is no mistake whatsoever, then you can plunge to this process. What we are doing is, we will just check elements at a time. So R and C, greater than equal to, drop the equal to. Greater than equal to, less than, no relation. Stop here. After R and C, there is no relation after V whatsoever. So T is after V, R and T are not related, not related. So technically my answer should have been neither follows, but I have either in the option, so I'll have to check. Let's check. Either 1 or 2 is true. Okay. Condition number 1, both should be incorrect. Is it true? Yes. Correct. Condition number 2, combination of 3 signs, greater than, less than, equal to. Yes. Condition number 3, element should be same and unidirectional. Yes. So option B is the correct. Cool. Understood? Next. Okay. Very good. Tendra, Vega, Ravi. Everybody's answered in the previous question. Good job. Again, DP, Ramanna, Taranya, Pavan, Ankita, Harshita, Divatsa. Good job. Good job. Good job, guys. I think instant answers, that means you guys have thoroughly understood what is the concept. So T and S. So we need to find this out. Less than equal to and equal to drop. Less than equal to and less than equal to drop. So S is less than T. Got it? Now S is less than T. Does it imply T is greater than S? Yes. One is the same thing. Okay, W and V. Equal to and greater than. Drop the equal to. So V is greater than W. That means W is less than V. Is it? What is the answer? Both conclusions are. Okay. The last question for today. Last question for today. Once you're thorough with this, no matter how long the expressions are, you will never fear the questions of inequality. You'll have another level of confidence altogether. You remember the rules. Okay, good, very good. So X and T. Now, see, why to go from here to here only? Check right away if this is greater than, sorry, less than, here is greater than, they're opposite directions. So after F, X will not be related with anything else. T is after that. So this is not true. Gone. And for R and W, we have this R and W. Same thing with R and W. After T only, R is not related to anything else. This is also gone. But there is no either or in the options also. So no trouble. Straight away choose neither nor. Done. Okay. Cool. Understood? These are the actual questions which have been asked in the exam. Very easy. So with that, we are done with inequalities. And that means we are done with inequalities. I have provided a lot of variations to you. Okay, all possible problems, points where students get stuck. So as far as the foundation is concerned, I think for inequalities that has been laid. From here, you have to build on with practicing more and more questions at your end. But I'm not going to stop it here in the sense that I'll bring in one more session for basic practice for you. We'll pick up some previous year questions, we'll pick up some variations here and there, and we'll see what sort of questions have been asked and are you thorough enough and ready enough to solve these questions or not. But at your end, you can refer to any PYQ book or any material and go through those questions. Keep practicing. Be ready with this concept. This is done. Now there is one more thing which a lot of teachers introduce here, which is the magic square, just to sprinkle some sparkle dust. So I'll show that to you in the next session. It's a very simple thing, and once I show it to you, you will label it useless. Trust me. Students who study with me, they always label it useless, because once you're thorough with those 5 rules, you don't need any mnemonic, any trick to help you out. Those 5 rules are more than sufficient. Okay, so that's it. We'll end the session here. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. You all have been wonderful students today in the session. After leaving the session, you'll get an option to give a feedback and give me ratings. If you found the class to be useful, helpful, please do give me a good 5 rating and do mention what you loved about the class. Also, don't shy away from mentioning what you did not like. If you did not like something, mention it. Your name is never going to come up, but at least that is going to help me to improve better on my upcoming classes. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. I'll take your leave now. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.